Paa TARAQ, the way, conscious being. The spiritual planes are operating at 180 degrees to this physical plane. You see this on the drawings in ancient Egypt. The realm of the Mawat, dead, is always upside down and backwards, the realm of the living. 2. Ashtat, Isis, and her sister Nababtat Hatat Nephthys, both Nathatui, deities of life and the underworld, and seen with their wings also portrayed, facing in opposite Tadro directions. 3. The dualism theme is reversal, as above, so below, or when you're standing on an orb such as Ptah, earth, which is not at the bottom of the Wahu Makwan universe, there is no real up or down. 4. You're not at the foundation of anything, you're in a state of something. 5. Operating out of itself to become an ancient Egypt was called the two lands, or Hatat Ka Ptah, above, and Hatat Ba Ptah, below, or Shamal, north, and Janab, south, on the same Kawak planet. 6. So also is heaven and hell, up and down. So many times when one speaks of heaven or docking point, the word heaven is really haven, a harbour or refuge, and can be from outside your being to your innermost being inside. 7. How can you, standing on an orb that is out in space, not all the way up or all the way down, have an up or down, heaven above or hell below? 8. Next is created the dual realities, or good versus bad. 9. Or wawed, good, and dawed, evil, as if there is extremes of each other. 10. When in fact, again, they generate out of one another from a single point. 11. How saken, hot, is saken, hot, and bared, cold, is bared, cold, and which is the center, warm or cool. 12. At what exact point do you start and in which direction? 13. They have created temperature meters as cold in a drop of a temperature down and hot as a rise in temperature up. 14. So in this form of thing, hot or hell is rising upward, and cold, heaven, is dropping downward. Mental deception and confusion. One hell, but many heavens. 15. As you read religious Safahat books, you see it uses Patat art, heavens. 16. Yet when it speaks of hell, it's a single hell, one place. 17. The deception is in their use of binary or twofold, double star, two stars revolving around the same center of gravity that translates into a force that has both wawed, good, and dawed, evil, or muktat, God, and mutwa, devil. What is the central force? 18. Or being you and your choice, so in fact you create what is wawed, good, and what is dawed, evil. Who or what is God, and who or what is the devil, generating out of the central. Now, in ancient Egypt, this fact is included. You have Paa Katat, the body, which is linked to Paa Ka'a, the spirit's person or rationale and conscious existing being, and you have Paa Ba'a, the soul, which is the emotional and conscious being, and Paa Akak, the ethereal being, the creative astral being, existing as a link to realities, a craft called the Blackbird, and is called by a person the real secret name. 20. The Akak etheric being is a degrees 20. The Akak etheric being is in degrees of Sakam power from the weakest 1 ether to 9 ether, and on the opposite side of the 180 degree of ether. 21. We come in contact with energy from 1 hydrogen to 9 levels, which subdivide by biaps, Z's, even lighter forms of hydrogen atom, weightlessness, existence or gas. Ghost at H1 or atomic weight of hydrogen, a colorless gas begins links to E1 or subatomic weightless ether. 22. Ether called a substance or fluid that fills space used as anesthetic to render one unconscious. Energy in motion, energy, vigor, force, or activity. 23. It's understood in a sleep state or ethereal state one containing all memory. 24. One can't lie to oneself or about oneself, and identity takes you to the realm of true form and images, recollection or dreams. 25. The revelations of your subconscious mind linked to Paa Pa'ut the All. 26. At the physical death of Paa Katat, the body, the Ba soul and the Ka spirit are separated, and after 70 days are reunited. 27. If they are unable to reunite, then Paa Ba'a, the soul, will continue on to higher planes alone, leaving Paa Ka'a, the spirit, and all sense of personal attachment to fade or gradually disintegrate into nothingness. That's a loss of soul to its higher link, Paa Akak, the etheric self. 29. This is what will happen to all who give or lose their Ba'a soul, as did the Canaanites in Joshua 5:1 and Genesis, for they do not receive their wings. 30. This for a Ta'ite, Negroid, is considered a terrible fate, and that was the true reason for the ancient funerary rites or opening of the mouth when Sa'at Orion was above in Pa Patat, the sky, to reunite the Ba soul with the Ka spirit, to give power enough to radiate and integrate the state called Osiris, that is, raise the Sakam power of Pa Akak, the ether, all done in 180 degree operating state as the DNA double helix are inverse worlds positioned at 180 degrees. 31. The conscious soul, Ba soul, can be stolen to control your ether, Akak, the etheric being, from your Katak body while it is still alive. 32. If this happens, the conscious being of Ka'a, spirit person, looks the same, yet the Ba soul, linking them to their Akak ether, weakens. The Sakam power becomes sluggish, and the person is reduced to the image of 6 ether beings. 33. All kinds of drugs, alcohol, caffeine, or alkaloids in tea,